Welcome back! Today, we are going to talk about adding games into your online classroom. Let's just jump straight into it. So, adding game links is very similar to adding movie links, but there is one key difference. You have to have something to click on to add your link. Because of that, I will usually find a picture of like a video game controller or maybe a character playing a board game that I can attach my link to. So let's do that now. We're just going to go over here and type in a video game clip art, just like so. And we'll just find something cute. I like this little evil looking boy here, so we're gonna go with him. And we're just gonna paste him here. Now, you can do this any way that you want to. You can have a very small picture. You can even add the link to like a text box if you want to. It's up to you. I usually want it to be really obvious that I have a game attached, so I will use a picture. But now that we have our picture, it's time to find our game. A website that I use pretty frequently is Splash to Learn right here. And they have a ton of like phonics games and things like that. The one thing about them that I don't really like is that this little robot talks way too much. Every single clam has a pearl in it. And so like the student will get the answer right and it'll say, "Oh, you got a pearl. Let's put it in the pearl box." Every single time. It's very annoying. Other than that though, these are excellent games for phonics. So let's say that I wanted to do maybe this one. Just like with the movie, I'm just gonna go up here to the search bar and I'm going to copy the link. Then I'm gonna come down here and click on the picture that I want the link to be on. I'm gonna go on Insert. I'm gonna come down here to Link. Okay, then I'm going to paste my link in here. And voila, that's all there is to it. Now you have a game in your lesson, and when you are in presentation mode, if you click on the picture, it will open up a new tab for you and take you to the game that you added. This way, you don't have to have like a list of games that you have to memorize or have a bunch of tabs open at the beginning of class. You can just open up the game as needed when it comes time for it. But you can use this for more than just games. Let me show you a few other examples. Here I have a link to a really cool spin the wheel thing. Now it looks like I have a spinner here. I actually don't. What I did is I took a screenshot of the spinner and then I copied it into my lesson. But if I click the spinner, it will take me here. Now if you want to do this yourself, it's called pickerwheel.com. You can edit the colors. You can add as many pictures as you want to. You can even add titles if you want. And then you can spin it like this. Now, this was a lesson about body parts. So I will ask the student, how many eyes does it have? What color is it? How many toes does it have? Are the legs long or short? That kind of thing. Most of the time, what I do after they've seen an option is I click hide choice. The number shrinks, and we'll just keep on doing that until they get through all of their pictures or vocabulary words, whatever you decided to put inside of the wheel. So here's another one. So then I'll ask them, how many legs does this monster have? And so on and so forth. So if you have a ton of useful websites like this one that you want to use in class, but you A, don't want to have a bunch of tabs open on your computer at once, and B, don't want to post just the ugly link in your Google slide, you can then hide that link in a cute picture instead. So that's this one. Let's look at another example. Here I have the letter A. This is for my toddler class. And if I come over here and I click this letter A, it's going to take me to this little mini lesson. This is an excellent, excellent, excellent resource. It's called Starfall. And look at this. They have all of the letters. They're interactive. You can give the students the mouse. Each one has something interactive in it. And the student can... Let me just scroll through and show you how awesome this is. Now there's sound on this, but you probably can't hear it. We have A for alligator. They all move. The students absolutely adore this. Okay, and towards the end of the lesson, there will be some kind of quiz or interactive thing that the students can do. Sometimes it's letter matching. This one looks like it's going to be big A, little a. So they can drag it to the correct box like so. The students adore this. This is an excellent thing to include in your lessons. And then if you look, I can hit this X button actually, and it will go back to the other letters. So yeah, definitely save the website Starfall in your arsenal of things to use in class. But I used a link to do that. I took a picture of the letter A and I embedded a link to the website that I wanted to do. Now it gets even better than that. You can link to your own lessons, and you can add links to pages that are within your lesson. So here I have one of my storybooks, and I have designed this so that it can be read by students who take 25-minute classes. So part 1 is 25 minutes and part 2 is 25 minutes. So when I go to slideshow mode, if my student has already read part 1, I can click on part 2 here, this part 2 button, and it will take me straight to the slide that I need. It's brilliant. I love it. If you have a lot of free time on your hands, you can also use that link to make some really cool choice stories for your students, where the decisions that they make, the choices they make will determine the outcome of the story. Now, just for simplicity, I actually have a coloring book. So let me show you how this works. First, let me show you what it looks like in presentation mode. So I have a coloring sheet of Ultraman, right? Then I will ask the student, do you like red or blue? They'll pick red, and he gets colored. And then I'll say, do you like gray or black? And they'll say, I don't know, gray. And do you like yellow or green? They like yellow. Do you like brown or blue? And they pick blue. You like orange or purple? How about orange? Now, although this is really cool and there's a lot of potential here, like I said, you can make stories out of it where, oh, should we go left or should we go right? And the story changes based on which direction they decided to go, right? There's a lot of cool things that you can do with this, but it's very, very, very time consuming and very, very confusing. If you absolutely want me to, I can make a separate video showing you how to do this. So if you're interested in that, then leave a comment and let me know. If enough people say that they want me to do this, then I will. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of briefly summarize how to do it, and then you can try to figure it out on your own. So this is going to use the same link to slide thing that I did with the storybook. Basically what we do, as you can see, I have the base slide here. This red one is going to link to slide 3. That's my red one. The blue one's going to link to slide 4 where my blue one is. In the beginning, it seems super easy, but it becomes more complex as you get towards the bottom because the number of choices gradually increases. Each time, you'll see I have 1 red and 1 blue, but I have 2 of the gray and black. And then I have 4 of the yellow and green. This simple looking animation has 97 slides. 97. This is not something I recommend doing unless you have a lot of free time. Once I have finished with all of my main primary curriculum, then I will probably revisit this and explore it to its full potential. But this is not for the faint of heart. I just wanted to show you how something so simple, like linking to the slides in your presentation, can be used in some really cool ways. It's okay to get creative. Experiment with all of the features and see what you can figure out. Google Slides has a lot of potential to make some really, really cool lessons. We are all done. Next time, I will show you how to use audio links in your Google Slide lessons. I hope you found this video helpful, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Goodbye.